starting Game 9, or continuing Game 9 of Merchant Adventure, a free online game. I'm going to sign into our association here. And we're about to sell this mid-central good in Italy. And we're going to sell this. We could sell it here, but I think I'm going to go down to the city. I think we can actually, it's been a while, I've been gone for like half hour, so let's check the market. Okay, prices are getting down pretty nicely here. Oops, I went the wrong way with that. Okay. Alright, something. Not gonna buy it here. Alright, so we have our dividend payments going now. Automatic dividend payments, I should say. So it's just a matter of time before we can start expanding to another state. And I really want to attack that English boat out there through piracy. Because again, I cannot attack it with flying my regular flags because I'm under Germany, and Germany has I think a regular peace status right now with England. So I'm not able to attack them legally, but if I fly the pirate flag, I can do that. So I plan on doing that hopefully this session. Okay, let's visit the market. I think we're gonna start getting that fleet right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy 2 boats, and actually let's get this catapult. We're going to board the catapult on one of the boats and see what kind of money we got. This is going to drive up the infrastructure of Italy like crazy too, buying all this. Yeah, we got plenty of money. Let's get another one. So we're going to have a huge fleet, or not a huge fleet, but we're going to have a small fleet go attack this English boat. Head on out, and we have 1 empty boat. Alright, this guy's going down to trade. Gonna be a little bit of a mess here. So this boat has a catapult. So we should have 3. If we attack with that empty boat, we should have 3. And the reason why I'm doing that is I'm testing right now. I think that it's supposed to, if you beat someone in a naval combat and they're carrying something and you have a space, it should transfer that good to your boat. Unless you beat it by twice as much, then you capture the boat. But I doubt any of that's working. That's like one of the last things tested, especially with pirates. There's still a few combat and what is it? I don't even know what it is. There's still a few combat and diplomacy / tax issues remaining. But they are becoming more and more rare. Check that. little bit of a bottleneck up here with this trade into this bay. Actually, not so much I can cook these figures. I thought just be a little bit longer of a journey. Alright, I spotted the English. So let's get into position here. Make sure our catapults aren't busy when we attack. Oh, they're almost ready already. Alright, this one's ready. How about the other one? Nope, still a few seconds. Haven't done much testing with naval combat yet. Alright, here we go. Let's attack. So these catapults are within 2 range here, so they should be able to reach. And then we're gonna hit this. Oh, we can't do combat. That's right. I forgot. We gotta do Maraud first. Alright. Now we're pirates. Check that pirate flag out. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Oh, we still can't do it, so there's some kind of bug. Alright. Well, that answers that question. So, basically, I'm just going to wait here with all these pieces, and once they get that bug fixed, I'm going to try to retest it. Until then, we'll continue our trade and try to continue that trade and try to expand probably to Sicily. We need to start selling more. Okay, let's get this boat here. Still can't get a vessel. So we're going to have 3 boats trading. And probably should make a manual dividend payment as well. But the problem is now I'm going to be paying 2 shares here. Shareholders, dividend payment. Well, Italy has a share, don't they? I thought Italy bought a share. Let's check it out. Italy. Merchant Shares Incorporation of Italy. I guess we never bought that share, did we? Oh, thought we did. I swear I bought that share. Huh. Okay, well I guess I'll just have to make one different. That's better in my situation, that I don't have to pay Italy. I can just pay my family. Dividend payment. So we'll do this 5 times. Oops. It's been a while since I did this. 10%. There we go. Let's see what our family has now. Still in debt 9. Let's just repay this real quick. And then we can start working on... Oh, we gotta let the prices recover maybe now after all the purchasing. But, we've gotta start working on getting an office in Sicily so that we can expand our investments there. Treasury's only 14 now. Africa, probably Egypt with that one. Oops, wrong way. There's that beautiful pirate that is not functional. That's not functioning, I should say. It's always good to hear an Irish tune while sailing through the Mediterranean. Actually, even though I'm an economic guy, piracy is one of my favorite things. I just love that. And this game provides so many avenues for piracy. It's really good for that. So if you're a fan of Sid Meier's colonization piracy, this is even better than that. There's just so many more opportunities, strategies. That is once we get some players on here. I gotta get people playing first. Here and there, I see people signing in and playing, but not too much yet. But I'll continue. Eventually, I'll be marketing this to some degree, either through my own efforts or financially. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to Egypt. But before I really even publicly announce these updates, want to get these last bugs resolved, because there's been so many updates on this game. I think this is I almost put as many updates in this. I don't want to say as many, but percentage-wise, ratio-wise, yeah, as Tactical Overload, just way too much. Way too much I did. So I basically doubled the amount of time it takes to get this game done. But there are a significant amount of features now. Speaking of Tactical Overload, I really hope to get everything worked out with that game this year, hopefully, because it has been a long time. Originally it was kind of a version released in 2010, Tactical Overload. I brought it back, I think it was like, what is it, 2015? Something like that. A new edition. And that was a long time ago, 2015. And I've added so much to the game, it just delayed and delayed, so we're over 10 years of development on that game now. Granted, it's an extremely complicated game. I mean, it's much more complicated than Merchant Adventure, and Merchant Adventure is pretty in-depth here. A lot going on. But originally, I was just going to make Tactical Overload, and that's it. I wasn't planning on making all these other games. But then I started playing with game mechanics, and I just kept on wanting to, you know, it kind of just triggered me to make some more games, because I was coming up with all these mechanics that I wanted to use in Tactical Overload, but they didn't really work in the game. So I'm like, oh, if I do this, that, and then I found Game Crafter, which is where you can make tabletop games. So I started bringing back some of my old tabletop games that I made. And then when I brought those back, I was coming up with more game mechanics, and I just went through like this renaissance of coming up with really cool ideas that you don't see in games very often. And from that, and then I wanted to turn some of those into video games, and that's what happened with this game. Merchant Adventure was actually originally a tabletop game that I made just because I found Game Crafter and I came up with some ideas. I'm like, oh, let's just play around with these ideas. Neighborhood Conflict as well was like that. And then I turned it into, I'm like, oh, I could turn this into a pretty cool video game. So I did that, but the thing is, I was going to make like a Sid Meier's Colonization type game like this, how this game is, with like investment and all that kind of stuff. But then when I came up with the tabletop version for Merchant Adventure, I changed that to this. I focused on this first. I'm like, I'll just get this done quick and then work on that. Well, it's not been so quick. So right after this game is done, I don't want to say right after because I got to do the video game version of the Neighborhood Conflict sequel, but as soon as possible, I'll be getting doing a game like this that looks like this, but that will take place from like the mid 1400s to the early 1800s. And it's going to be more in depth than this game, but it's not going to be as heavy as Tactical Overload. I would say somewhere between Merchant Adventure and Tactical Overload. And we've finally arrived in Egypt. Let's check our... Oh, actually, I think we already did that, didn't we? Yeah. We already got a boat up in Italy, so I don't need to check it. To Italy. And that is a good place to end the session. I'm not going to sell this, I'm going to wait, so it'll be more when I come back. And yeah, I'll be back when they fix the piracy bug so we can test that out.